Welcome to Terrier Vision. We're here for the second time this fall with Wofford women's golf senior Lauren Dunbar, who just won her second tournament of the season this past weekend over at the Winthrop Fall Invitational. Lauren, thanks for taking some time and talking to us.
No problem.
So let's run through that tournament. A tournament that was supposed to be 36 holes, 18 Saturday, 18 Sunday. Rainy weather canceled the first round, so you knew going into Sunday that it was just going to be an 18-hole tournament, but still cold and windy conditions. Only 3 players broke 80. You and Appalachian State's Madalyn Davis, co-medalists at 6 over 78. Just run us through the conditions of that golf course, how challenging it was, and how your round went.
Well, the golf course, they did some reconstruction on it maybe a couple years ago, and the greens are really hard still. So, with it being about 35 degrees when we started out, it was tough conditions. So, I just try to stay in the process. And Coach Ridgway actually talked about the night before about staying in the process. Don't try to worry about the results. It's going to be tough out there. So I just really focus on staying in the process, and it paid off.
Now, what were some key moments for you in that round? I know in talking to you a little earlier, you said maybe you had some putts that you should have made and maybe medalist by yourself, but maybe what were some key parts of that round that really got you to where you were?
The greens, like I mentioned earlier, were difficult, but I made some key saves for par. I made about I think 10, 11, 12 footers, back to back to save par, and I think those were definitely key putts to make, because I didn't make a birdie all day. So.
Now the Terriers finished second in that tournament overall in 9-team field. Run us through how you felt everybody else on the team played. I mean, obviously you weren't golfing with them, but a fairly successful fall for the Terriers, a couple second place finishes. Kind of just run us through your thoughts on the team so far this year.
All right, we're a really young team, and we have a lot of talent. And, we definitely have gotten better over the fall. So I think, I hate this was our last tournament because I feel like it's coming close to win a tournament. So as long as we put in some hard work over in the off season, especially over the break and in January, I feel like we can definitely win a tournament or two next spring, and I'll be shocked if we don't.
Now, along with the play of the young freshman Nicole Chin, Leela Oakley, someone who stepped up this year for the Terriers, Emily Pagrabs, having had quite a fall. Kind of talk about her a little bit. I know you've been friends with her for 3 years now since she's been on the team, but talk about how much she's improved.
Yeah, she struggled in the past couple of years with a wrist injury, but she had some surgery over the summer, and I think that she's really, I think it helped a lot. And I know she's definitely getting everything back. I know early in the fall it was trying to get back into the game and getting everything, her swing fine-tuned and everything, but she's definitely improved and definitely been a key part for the last few tournaments.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, your second win of the fall. Earlier in early first week of October, you won the Bearcat Classic in Cincinnati, another tournament which only lasted 18 holes. Rainy conditions again affecting that tournament. But for you, I talked to you before we went into the season. You said one of your biggest goals was to win a tournament this year, and you've already won 2 your senior year. So how is that for you? To know that you've already won 2 tournaments your senior year, and you still have the whole spring to go.
It shows that I can do it. So, it's a great accomplishment, and I hope to win some more. Hopefully from start to, finish a tournament too, get the whole, 36 or 54 holes too. So I think that'll make it really special.
All right, Lauren, well, thanks for taking the time and joining us. And again, congratulations on both your tournaments.
Thank you.
That was Wofford women's golf senior Lauren Dunbar.